This is a dedication to the doctor who's been giving medical advice about what's happening in the hospitals. I'd like to really thank her, but I also wanted to point out she's helping people, and she's making it at one point she thought that she had the coronavirus from helping people, and she was worried about having to go home, and it was her birthday. And I felt so bad, and she really inspired me to actually go to the hospital and take a look at what was going on and to write about what I was seeing and experiencing. But it reminded me of Tolstoy, because the amazing thing about Tolstoy, here's an anthology on Tolstoy. You can see that I've been reading it for so long that the cover came off. But there's a story about the death of Ivan Ilyich. And later, I met some doctors, and the doctors, and that's another, he talks about it in War and Peace. I met some doctors, and the doctors talked about the experience of people in the hospital and the experience that people have when they're ill and when they're dying, and what goes through their minds and what they're thinking, especially when they're in isolation. And there are many books about it, but I was visiting a doctor, and he had a book about stories that people experience when they're dying, or that people experience when they're in isolation at the hospital with cancer or diabetes, and what goes through their heads, and how other doctors should sympathize with them. And it made me think about this doctor and wonder why she doesn't talk about her experiences, because she's not only an amazing doctor, but with her intellect, she's already teaching other doctors and nurses too how to be a doctor, and she's only in her 20s. So I think that she's the prime candidate for writing and lecturing.